Hello and welcome back to the channel. It is CoachFury here, and we're back today with episode 10 of our Chicago Bulls Let's Play series. For those of you who've been following along, we are well in the playoffs now. We are in the conference final for the Eastern Conference. Through some spectacular play last episode, where we managed to essentially completely sweep the Boston Celtics, which was so unexpected after winning in 7 games against the Brooklyn Nets. I'm still in shock. We managed to beat 2 very, very competent teams, and we face another very tough challenge today, in that we are going to be trying to basically get to the finals through the Milwaukee Bucks, which is certainly going to be a real big challenge for us. And let's try and do a little bit of a breakdown and see why that's going to be such a challenge for us in this episode. So I guess on paper, you know, everyone knows the Milwaukee Bucks. They are a team in real life that certainly is up there in terms of contention for the NBA this year. And they have such a dynamic team. And it basically stems from this guy, from Giannis Antetokounmpo. I can't say his name. Giannis. Basically, this guy is an absolute machine inside. 98 scoring, 86 inside, 72 outside. Great defensive ability. Well, he's a double-double machine. Gets assists, blocks, steals. He does pretty much everything. He is certainly an MVP candidate. So you have that presence inside, which is awesome. I mean, any team that has him is going to certainly be up there. But then they also have, you know, the second man in Chris Middleton, who's putting up some fantastic stats and is just an absolute knockout shooter, really. So when I compare this team to the Boston Celtics team that we played in the last episode, this is a completely different kettle of fish. Last time, you know, the Boston Celtics had Jason Tatum, and then they had a couple of other players, but no one as effective as Chris Middleton outside, who can basically take on the scoring load on him by himself. So there's a real challenge here, because, you know, you've got those two. You've then got a competent point guard in Drew Holiday, who can also pretty much score pretty well from anywhere. And then you kind of got some opportunities with Brook Lopez, which I'm surprised his defensive ability is 99. That certainly is a surprise to me. Ish Smith is definitely a gap that we can utilise, but we've got our work cut out here. They are playing guys heavy minutes like we are. And we're going to be up for a real challenge here, to be honest with you. So in terms of how we're going to try and game plan about this, I think we're going to set up the exact same way we played the Boston Celtics. I think we're going to basically force them into 3-point shooting and see how we get on in the first game, and maybe we do a bit of an adjustment from there. So it means our strategy hasn't changed. Obviously, our offense still carries on as we are. We're carrying with our big front court three, starting most of the minutes in Clark, Carter Jr. and Jackson Jr. And obviously on the defensive side, we're going to go passive still. Basically, we're going to squash that paint, make it really, really hard for Giannis to score. And if Middleton puts up 35 foot weight, then we're going to have to accept that. But we have to sort of at least tighten up some areas and give away some areas, I think. Switching is not going to necessarily work because, you know, I don't think that's the right approach in terms of how we set up here. You know, they play a pace and space, so they're not doing a lot of pick and roll. It's mainly drive and shoot, drive and catches. So we're going to basically squash that paint area down. If they're going to drive into issues, you know, into bodies. And if, you know, they end up getting a 3-point shot out of it and making threes, then we're just going to have to go with that. So passive it certainly is. In terms of the defensive side, Brandon Clark is going to be on duty for Giannis, and Patrick Williams is going to be on duty for Chris Middleton. When Patrick Williams is out of the rotation, it probably means that I think Temple will slide over, or Jackson Jr. or Carter will slide over. I think Jackson Jr. really, which I can kind of go okay with. We'll just put a bit of height on him. I mean, Middleton is not really a drive specialist. He's not going to drive past him. We'll put a bit of height out there. He's pretty versatile, but I really want Brandon Clark on Giannis to begin with, just to see how that plays out, and maybe we make an adjustment on that going forward. So that's how we're going to line up. In terms of the actual wider playoff implications, in the Western Conference Finals, we have the LA Lakers against the Phoenix Suns. We basically have the 4 seed against the 2 seed there. That's going to be a great matchup. The Phoenix Suns look like an absolute insanely good team with Ayton, Booker and Paul against James and Anthony Davis Lakers. Interested to see how that one goes as well. But as you guys know, we'll basically sim through, make adjustments. If we get to crucial games, we'll play it through live on the episode. So game 1, we're on the road. Not expecting a great deal. I mean, we've certainly got our work cut out. In terms of the odds, they have a 90% chance that the Bucks are going to go through. For us, a 10% chance. So we'll see how it plays out, and let's get going. So game 1, and we lose by 9. Oh, just 9 points. Oh man, that's close. Let's take a little look at it. So we managed to shoot them, force them into some terrible shooting. You can see there 20% from downtown. So that certainly did work very well. Giannis got 49 points up against Clark, who actually did hit foul trouble, which seemed to be the crux of our problem. So maybe we slide him back over, and maybe we put someone like Jackson Jr. on him. Yeah, probably Jackson Jr. I think we'll slide over and see how that goes. So Giannis kind of had his way. Middleton was efficient, but not, ballpark amazing. We forced them into. They didn't turn the ball over at all. 2 turnovers. Oh, ouch. We fouled obviously a lot. So yes, okay. So in terms of adjustments, what am I going to do here? I'm probably going to put the zone up another tick. And in terms of the strategy, clearly that didn't work. So we are going to shuffle over Jackson Jr. We'll make sure that works. Jackson Jr. is going to cover Giannis. Williams will cover Chris Middleton. And then everyone else will kind of go with that as is. So double check we've got no injuries. I don't think we have. No, we have not. So let's go to game 2. We're on the road. Can we split game 2 with them? We can't. That was even worse loss that time round. That was a pretty terrible impact. So Giannis only had 22 points. That's the positive. Middleton, however, did have a better night. He put up 31. Holiday had... Yeah, okay, their shooting numbers are much better. Probably because we were playing a little bit too much zone. So we'll bring that back down, I think, for the next game. On our side, we didn't get into too much foul trouble this time. So that was better. But maybe if we adjust the zone down again a tick, go with the same rotation at home, and we'll see how we get on. Elsewhere, the Suns-Lakers is 1 apiece. Let's have a little look at that. So Lakers took the first game. Anthony Davis with a pretty impressive performance there. And then in their second game, the Suns took the second game with Paul. Wow, okay. Paul with 41, 11 and 5. Chris Paul is just insane in this, I have to say. Man, if I could afford $44 million, I would certainly look into trade him as a point guard for this team, because I think that would probably put us over the edge. But, we can't do that at the moment. I think that's the rotation we're going to run for game 2. Let's see how we get on. So we managed to pull out a 2-point win at home. So we managed to avoid the sweep, which is important. But much better performance. Look at those. That's more like the shooting numbers I want to see. 38%, 27%. Giannis had a rough night. Rough night. He still was actually pretty good, but not astronomical numbers. Middleton had a rough night, 7 of 17, which is much, much better. Jackson Jr. basically putting on a show for us. That's a far better performance than we did have previously. So I'm happy with that. I don't think we change anything for game 4. I think we go as is. 2-point win. We'll certainly take that. Can we bring it back to tie up? We can with a 6-point win in game 4. Take a look at it. Wendell Carter Jr. this time being phenomenal. So was Brandon Clark, actually, to be fair. He put up 20 points. They were much better shooting, but not stupid numbers. 20. If Middleton and Giannis score 20 points each, we'll win this, I think, honestly. I don't think their supporting cast is necessarily going to support them as much as probably would be expected. So a good performance from our side. Not in too much foul trouble, it looks like, as well. Jackson Jr. did foul out in 24 minutes, however, so that probably wasn't too helpful. Bledsoe had a pretty poor shooting night, but we've tied it up. That's the important thing. We've tied it up to go back to their place. Let's have a little look at how the Lakers are 3-1 up against the Suns. So the Lakers could get into the finals in this game. So let's go to game 5. Can we pull ahead and actually get the win? Oh, we can't. We lose by 6. Okay, let's take a look. So Drew Holiday decided to turn up. Look, we're holding Giannis and Middleton though. That's the positive thing. Lopez and Holiday sort of certainly helped themselves in this one. But I'm not too disheartened. I think we're playing okay. Bledsoe had some foul trouble, which probably was the main cause of our issues, which meant White had to play some significant minutes, which again probably meant that Drew Holiday wasn't necessarily being marked effectively, because we know White is not particularly the world's greatest defender. But that's positive. Temple was okay. Yeah, okay. Look, 26 turnovers is certainly going to be an issue. Fast break points, 30 for Milwaukee is not going to help us either. Let's take a look, because fast break points been a bit of an issue for us. It certainly has. So I might scale down the offensive crash boards to stop that a little bit more, and see if that gives us stops those fast break points. That's what we need to effectively slow down on. I'm guessing we're not winning the rebound battle. I mean, they're pretty good inside, so. Yeah, I mean, we're doing okay, actually. Offensive rebounds, we're grabbing 9 to their 3. Yeah, okay, I'll put it down 1 for this game. I don't think we'll make any changes in terms of rotation. I'm kind of comfortable with that. But it means that we are going to go in and watch this game. And the Suns have pulled a game back against the Lakers as well. So, no changes. I think we'll go with what is. Big game here, big game here. Can we force them into a Game 7? The 41 and 41 Chicago Bulls are up against the 57-25 Milwaukee Bucks. At home, Game 6. Can we force them into a Game 7? Let's speed this up. Big decision here. I mean, look, if we lose off the back of Holiday and Lopez, I'm kind of okay with that. I'm not sure why it's pausing all the time. We'll carry on. If that happens, that happens. But main thing is if we can slow, Giannis and Middleton down, that to me is a massive win in our book, and that gives us a chance essentially. As we start this one off, we're shooting pretty effectively in comparison to them. Big night here. We really need Clark and Jackson Jr. to kind of turn up for this one. As we take a slight lead here in the first quarter now, we are really slowing them down on the offensive end. I can't see that happening all night. But yeah, looking good. We are forcing them into 3-point shots though, and they are hitting them at the minute, which is probably keeping them in this one. As they claw us back and take a slim lead in the first quarter here. Felicio's had to come in, so clearly we've hit foul trouble in the front court positions. So have they, because Nance Jr. has had to come in as well. And as Young is also coming for us against Giannis, that's not going to help our case if Young is certainly in there. But yeah, they've clawed back their shooting numbers now, and it is neck and neck in this one. I think we're going to push them. I honestly think we're going to push them in this one. Can't say we're going to get the win. I mean, their shooting numbers are much better now. They're up to 50% to our 60%. They've taken a bit of a lead against us now, though. That's a slight worry. Giannis is only 4 of 12 though, so we are holding Giannis. Lopez having a good night though, 3 of 3. Holiday struggling. They are holding a bit of a lead now though. That is a concern. We will need to certainly have a better second half to pull out of this one. But our numbers are looking okay. I mean, I think Carter Jr.'s had some foul trouble. I think it's been a bit of an issue for us. As we put it back within 1. Giannis is 4 of 14, 5 of 15. That's not bad. When we are down by 1 at the half. Giannis is player of the game, but I'm comfortable with that. If he's 5 of 15, I'll take that every single day of the week. And as you can see here, yeah, we've had some slight foul challenges because Felicio's had to come in. They're shooting pretty well. Still fast break points. They're still getting fast break points against us, which is interesting. So we go into the second half here. Down by 1. Can we hold out and force a Game 7? So we take a lead now. We've taken another lead. Oh, they pegged us back as soon as I say that. Giannis is starting to pick up his numbers in terms of shooting. He's now at 19 points. They are shooting pretty well, and actually from 3-point range, they're shooting pretty good as well. But we are holding a slim lead in this one. Looks like Middleton is not coming back in. I'm guessing he's hit foul trouble. Maybe he's not in the rotation anyway. Maybe he's got injured. So we've taken a little bit. This is neck and neck. We're gonna have to slow this one down, I think, towards the end. Yeah. On our side, Brandon Clark with 21 points has been pretty efficient for us. As now our backcourt has been decimated. Williams and White are in now at this stage. Not particularly the backcourt you want in a conference finals, but there we go. We're going to have to live with that. As we go into the fourth quarter, down by 1. Now up by 2, actually. I'll slow this down, I think. We'll slow this down a little bit now. Up by 1, 10 minutes to go. We have got some strange rotations happening, I'm guessing due to foul trouble. Felicio's in, Young is in, and then the actual rotation on the wings and guard position are pretty much consistent. But we are up by 1 at this point, but we foul and now we're down by 1. Okay, so Middleton's back in. I'm guessing he hit foul trouble or something because he hasn't played much this game. So we grab a steal there. Jackson Jr. comes back in and grabs a steal immediately. As we get fouled and hit the foul line, we're up by 3 now. And Middleton goes and, no, not Middleton. Who was that? Yeah, Middleton goes and nails the 3-point shot to put them up by 2. So we drive in. Brandon Clark puts it up. It's a tie game with just under 8 minutes to go. They go and nail the 3-pointer again. And we nail one. Oh my God, this is back and forth. This really is back and forth. 7 minutes to go in this one. They drive in. Lopez gets it. Good drive by Lopez. And we nail it. This has definitely been an offensive game. There's no defense played in this fourth quarter at this moment in time. They hit the shot. They miss. We grab the rebound. Gone down the other end. Oh man. Thaddeus Young hits it. Oh, we're out by 3 now. With 5 minutes to go. They hit the shot. Augustine hits the shot. Oh my goodness me. We're now up by 1. I'm going to slow this right down now with 5 minutes to go and try and see if we can watch this. White is in, so Bledsoe must be in foul trouble. Williams is in, so I'm guessing Temple's in foul trouble as well. As we drive in, Clark gets it, puts us up by 3. And we go down the other end now. Middleton's got it, he hits it, missed. They grab the rebound though. Nance Jr. grabs it, puts it back out to Holiday. Into Giannis. Giannis hits it and he hits it. We're now up by 1. They're full court pressing us with under 5 minutes to go. We give the ball into Clark. Clark shoots, misses, rebound grabbed by Stevenson. As they drive in and Giannis just puts it in to put him up. No, he missed it. Sorry, I missed it. He missed it. We go in. White hits it, missed, grabs his own rebound, stolen by Nance Jr. We're up by 1 with 4 minutes to go. Giannis has got it on the wing, drives in, kicks it out. No, sorry, Giannis has got it now, and we've hit a dead ball foul, and they... Did he get one? Yeah, he makes it, but doesn't make the free throw. We've stolen the ball over. This is tough, We're down by 2 now. Shots in, missed. Bledsoe grabs the rebound, he's back in, it looks like. That's good, because we need someone. Kickball violation. Bledsoe's got it. Dished out into Clark. Clark's got it. I'm guessing there's a foul, yeah. Pushed out to Clark again. Clark's isolated. Turnover the ball. That's another turnover. 2 big turnovers in this fourth quarter. Shots in. Missed. Grabbed it. Still down by 2 with 2.5 to go. Clark's got it into Jackson Jr. Jackson Jr. gets fouled and makes both the free throws. We are tied game with 2 minutes to go. I'm going to really slow this down now, guys, because this is crucial. Into Giannis. Giannis hits it. Defensive foul. He hits 1. Misses 1. He hits 1 of 2. They're up by 1. Pressing us now with 2 minutes to go. Every possession counts now at this stage. Shots up. Grab down. Carter Jr. smacks it in off the tip in. We're now up by 1. Oh, man. This is crazy. Gives it out to Middleton. Middleton's got it. Back out to Holiday. Holiday drives in. Shot. Makes it. 1 point ahead now. They're pressing us right the way up the court. Jackson Jr.'s got it. Moves in. Shots up. Missed. And they grab the rebound. Now this is the possession. If they get a score here, now we're in trouble. Holiday's got it. Gives it into Giannis. Giannis is probably going to take... No, he's not going to take a shot. Holiday's going to make it. No, Giannis. 3 seconds on the clock. They chuck it up. Missed. Down to Carter Jr. 1 minute left. We're down by 1. Shots up. It's missed. Oh no. He got double teamed and he missed it. Now if we don't foul here and they miss this could give us a chance to win this game. I'm going to slow this right down. Moves in. Shots. No, he's dished it out. It's up. Giannis is probably going to take this shot with 10 seconds left. No. Gives it off to Middleton. Middleton's got it. gives it out to Lopez. Is Lopez going to take it? No, I don't think so. Middleton's got it. Middleton shoots. Missed. 30 seconds to go. This is the play. This is the play that's going to decide this game. Shots up. It's missed. And they grab the rebound. Okay, we're going to have to foul now. Surely we got a foul at this stage. Surely we got a foul. Come on, guys. We got a foul. No, shots up. They've taken it. 9 seconds left. This is the play now. We've got a timeout here. And there's free throws. Bledsoe's made one. Oh, he's made 1 and 2. We got to chuck it up, chuck it up, chuck it up. Carter's made it. Oh, my God. Carter made the shot. Carter made the shot at the end there. Oh, that's madness. We've gone to a game 7. We won by 3. I don't know how we managed that. That was bizarre in the game. Whew. Wow. Jackson Jr. with player of the game. We didn't stop them at all on offense, and they didn't stop us on offense, to be fair, either. And we go to a game 7. Wow. Okay, that's just madness. That is madness. And Williams is injured. So we're going to have to give Williams minutes to someone else. That's a shame. So Temple, I think, will take a fair bulk of them. Satoransky, do I want to give you any minutes? I might give Satoransky some of these minutes as well. Yeah, I might give Satoransky. Yeah, some of these minutes. Take those. That stretch. If you go something like that, I think will work. Yeah, we'll go with something like that, I think. Well, game 7. We have a game 7 to play now. Is there any other adjustments we will make? That's the question. I'm wondering what's he draws fouls at 64. I'm wondering whether we put Carter Jr. I know he's not as good a defender though. It's whether we put Carter Jr. on Giannis, who might draw more fouls, or Jackson Jr. on Giannis, who's a better defender. Clark clearly is not up for that. Yeah, so Williams is not going to be able to guard Middleton at all. I think we say Clark will go and mark Middleton, I think. Let's just double check. What's his stop percentage like? Yeah, okay, I'm kind of comfortable with that. He's probably our second, well, not our second best defender. Yeah, and then Young, when you come in. Actually, when's Young? What's the rotation when Young comes in? Yeah, I think Young, when you come in, you mark any player, but if Giannis is there, you mark him, and we'll go with that. So we've got a game 7. In the other Western Conference Finals, the Lakers are through. So this is to play the Lakers in the finals. Do we want to make any further adjustments? That's the question. I mean, this was just a complete offensive mess for both teams, really. Still, I mean, the fast break points still concern me a little bit. We're not getting back on that. Maybe I scale down the offensive boards again. I just want to stop those offensive issues that we're having. Maybe we'll go with that. But actually, I kind of like the fact that we are winning that offensive ball battle. So I think we'll stick with that. In terms of foul issues, yeah, I think we stay with what we've got. We're not fouling an intense route, I don't believe. Let's double check that. We are still hitting some foul issues. Maybe we go down a tick on defensive intensity, just to save our energy a little bit. Yeah, let's go with that. I think we're going to go with that, guys. So, Game 7. I never thought we'd get here, to be perfectly honest with you, in this first season. So anything's a bonus. But we have forced the Milwaukee Bucks into a Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Let's see how it goes. So they've made no changes to their rotation. We've had to make a couple of changes because Patrick Williams is no longer in our rotation. It's a lottery at this point, guys. It's a complete lottery. Let's see how we get on. On the road, can we cause an upset here and beat the Milwaukee Bucks to get to the NBA Finals? All against us, but we'll see how we get on. As we start this one, we are being blown out a little bit early on in there. Down by 9 already. So we can pull them back a little bit, but their offensive numbers are looking pretty good. Middleton's 1 of 4 though. Giannis is having not had much of a night yet. He's 1 of 1. Looks like Holiday's having a good game. He's already fouled out Bledsoe, so that's not going to help our case. Felicio and Young are already in. We've already hit foul trouble, it looks like, and we haven't even played the first quarter. So we are getting well and truly stomped at this stage, down by 17. Yeah, now Gafford's in. So, okay, there's some weird rotations going on now. Zeller's in and Jerebeko's in for Milwaukee. Everyone's hitting foul trouble in this one. Some interesting refereeing decisions, I'm guessing. So we are well and truly out of this one. We've only hit up 22 points. So our offense has definitely not been efficient in this one so far. We are going to need a little bit of a miracle in this second half to come back in this one. I guess our Game 6 exploits have kind of knocked our team out a little bit. We need to get back within 10 guys at least to make this one competitive, in my opinion. Down by 13 now, so we've pulled back a little bit. They've only had 1 turnover. Ouch. Yeah, Jackson Jr.'s 3 of 11, Clark's 2 of 6, Temple's 1 of 5, Young's 1 of 4. Yeah, our offense has been pretty non-existent. Likewise on their side, we've been okay at that. Their 3-point shots have definitely been up, 9 of 18 now. We're going to need a much better second half here. Yeah, as we've hit foul issues, it looks like. As we go into the second half here, down by 13 now. Yeah, this is looking like we're well and truly going to get bundled out. Milwaukee are not taking us lightly anymore after forcing them into a Game 7. Gap is nearly 20 points now at this stage. But, you know, we're holding Giannis 2 of 7. It's been actually Holiday and Lopez who've been doing the damage for us, and Middleton now 8 of 16. So, I don't think we're going to win this one, guys. I think this might be the end of our run here. Bench has certainly been a bit of a challenge. Temple's 1 of 6. He's had to play more minutes, which has probably been the reason for his poor shooting. White has had to probably play more minutes. I think Bledsoe has hit issues in terms of foul trouble. Our rotation's been stacked. Yeah, Satoransky's now in as well. So, yeah, we're not looking too good here. Our actual starting rotation has hit foul issues, which is surprising because I put the intensity down on that. 3 throws, yeah, they've had 16 free throws to our 6, so that's an interesting observation. But we are down quite considerably here. I'm not going to slow it down, I don't think, because I don't think we're going to come back unless we get it within 5. We'll see how it goes. Clark's numbers are back up. Jackson Jr.'s had a poor night, 4 of 13. Carter Jr.'s been pretty good, but I don't think he's been on the court long enough. As we are out of this one, I think, guys. We're down by 20 plus now. And we go down to the final 2 minutes. It looks like Game 7. We've come up short here. But on paper, we've not looked too bad. I mean, they've hit 21 of 39 from 3-point range. So maybe that defensive intensity going down has kind of allowed them to hit the 3-point shots when they've needed to. As we lose this one by 13, we are out. We slowed down the fast break points though, which was positive. But Middleton with 33 points as well and truly ended up beating us in this one. So that's the conclusion of our season. We are out at the Eastern Conference Finals. I did not expect to get anywhere near that with this ball side. So the future is definitely bright for our second season. That front three is going to be very interesting. I think we have questions around depth and questions around the backcourt that we're going to have to address in the off season. But before we do that in the next episode, let's get through the finals here and see who comes out on top between the Lakers and the Bucks. So the Bucks have taken the first game by 10 against the Lakers, with Giannis having a pretty good game. 31 and 26 rebounds. That's just phenomenal. We go to game 2, and the Lakers have taken that one by 7, with Schroeder actually having the player of the game. That's surprising. James was pretty good. Not an efficient night, but looks like Davis hit some foul trouble. Go to the next game. Bucks have taken that one. And the Lakers are taking game 4. So we are tied up. Game 5. Milwaukee's taking it. Is this going to go to 7 games? No. So the Bucks have won the NBA Finals. If I can get to the right game. Taking it in the end by 4 games to 2, with Giannis having a phenomenal finals. Crazy. What a result. Okay, so we've ended up losing to the winners of the NBA Finals, so not too bad. Let's quickly move on to the draft lottery in this episode. I don't think we have any draft lottery picks. I don't know. We don't. So we will quickly go through this. See who's got number 1. So the Washington Wizards have the number 1 pick in the draft. From 12%, 12.5% of getting it. But we have 1 pick. I think we have the New Orleans pick. But that ends our season. Let's take a little look at the awards as well. See if we've got anyone on the awards selection here. So Trae Young winning MVP, not surprising with those numbers. Davis defensive player. A.R. Jackson Jr. 6th man of the year. That's awesome. That's great to see. Wiseman rookie of the year, and Brad Stevens Celtics with coach of the year. In the first team, yeah, no real surprises there. Second team, okay, Alexander is in the second team. That's a change. Not normally see that. Third team, so there's Mitchell. That's who I expected to be in the second team. Giannis, Hassan, and the defensive first team, defensive second team. Oh look, Levine made the defensive second team. And that Pelicans backcourt looks very interesting going forward. And the rookies. Nobody from us, obviously. Yeah, and nobody else from us in there in the second team. So that ends our season. As I said, I think the front court we're in a really good position. Just a question mark over the backcourt really, and the depth that we're going to have to address through the draft and through the free agency period. But yeah, what a season. To get to the Eastern Conference Finals with this team was phenomenal, considering we were not even expected to make the playoffs. So interested to hear what you guys think. Do you think we've overachieved? Anything you would recommend us doing going forward in terms of the team? The key decisions you would be considering making? Here's the roster so you can have a look. Interested in your thoughts. Do you think the strategy was right? Always keen to hear that, and thank you very much for everyone who's given feedback in this first season. It's been fantastic to follow along and hear your guys' thoughts in terms of trades and ideas that we've had, and it certainly has helped in terms of my perspective of this team going forward. But we'll be back next time to go through the off season, probably get through the draft, and hopefully second season, who knows, we can build on that Eastern Conference Finals with a couple of additional players and maybe go that one step further. That certainly will be the plan. But I've certainly been enjoying this one. It's been a great challenge and positive steps for this Chicago Bulls side.